एक रील, एक कमेंट और भारतीय न्याय संहिता की 4 धाराएं। शर्मिष्ठा पनौली का केस हर लॉ स्टूडेंट को समझना जरूरी है क्योंकि ये कंट्रोवर्सी नहीं, एक लीगल डिबेट भी है। Hello everyone, welcome to the channel of CLAT Prep, a venture of time. My name is Vipin and I am your legal mentor. So in this video, we will be understanding the controversy that is going on around the Sharmishta Panoli, a law student based from Pune. So let us understand the topic in detail. Who is Sharmishta Panoli? Sharmishta Panoli is a Pune based law student and a social media influencer. After Operation Sindoor, as we all know, एक Operation Sindoor भारतीय सेना ने चलाया था against the Pakistani based terror activities, right? And इस ऑपरेशन से रिलेटेड शी वॉज मेकिंग अ वीडियो जिसमें शी वॉज रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ पाकिस्तानी फॉलोअर, राइट? सो व्हाट डिड शी से? On 40th May 2025, Panoli responded to a question, to a Pakistani follower's question about India's military reaction to the Pahalgam terror attack, where she made few derogatory statements about a particular religion, right? She also criticized Bollywood celebrities for their silence on the Operation Sindoor. Her remarks were seen as a derogatory, inflammatory, sparking widespread backlash, right? Now moving ahead, sequence of events. So after being arrested, Panoli was produced before the Alipur court in Kolkata on 31st May, which remanded her in judicial custody for 14 days. Kolkata police claimed they made several attempts to serve legal notice to Panoli and her family, but the attempts were unsuccessful because Panoli and her family absconded, right? Subsequently, an arrest warrant was issued by the court based on which she was arrested in Gurgaon on 30th May. So social media पे एक buzz था that she has been arrested arbitrarily, but इसको respond करते हुए कोलकाता पुलिस clarified that we served several notice, we served several summons, but despite serving all the summons, she absconded, she failed to respond, and eventually a arrest warrant was issued by a competent court, right? So this happened after that. Now charges against her. So an FIR was filed against her under these 4 provisions of Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita. Section 194, promoting enmity between different groups on the ground of religion, race, place of birth, residence, language, etc., and doing acts prejudicial to maintenance of harmony. Section 196 of Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita. Section 299, deliberate and malicious act intended to outrage religious feelings of any class by insulting its religion or religious belief, right? Section 352, intentional insult with intent to provoke breach of peace. Section 353, statements conducing to public mischief. So all these 4 sections under which an FIR was filed against the Pune based law student. Now moving ahead, there is always a debate that there is a freedom of speech and expression, right? पुलिस को arbitrarily, government को arbitrarily कर्व नहीं करना चाहिए, freedom of speech and expression. So part 3 of the Indian Constitution that deals with the fundamental right and Article 19(1)(a) of the Indian Constitution that provides freedom of speech and expression to every Indian citizen. But what? This fundamental right is not absolute. There are certain restrictions, there are certain limitations, because definitely in the name of freedom of speech and expression मैं कोई crime नहीं कर सकता, right? So Article 19(1)(a) of the Indian Constitution guarantees every citizen the right to freedom of speech and expression. However, this right is not absolute. Under Article 19(2), the government can impose reasonable restrictions in the interest of public order, decency and morality, security of the state, relations with foreign states, contempt of court, defamation, and incitement to an offense. So freedom of speech and expression, there are certain restrictions that can be imposed by the government, right? Now we are done with this topic. So, we will be coming up with more such videos. Thank you so much for being with us.